Check.
Check,
All right,
check.
welcome back, everybody.
Check.
check.
Can you hear
Check.
me?
Check.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me?
DJ Paulie D coming at you on the ones and twos.
Wait a second.
Am I
Is
coming
Elliot
through?
talking?
I mean, that's usually what we're supposed to do in these things. That's what you guys have been coaching me to do, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You just asked if
Hey
we could
guys,
hear you.
this is episode 23. You know what that means for next week?
Do you know what's better than 24?
25.
Wait, can we skip episode 24 and just call it 25?
No. We should do episode 24
Yeah.
because we could just call it season 1 of or season 2 of the hit show 24,
24.
where it will then take what is it? More than a day. It takes an entire day minus the ad read, and sometimes when we go over a bit, like episode 2, and that was an hour and 20 minutes.
That's
Mhm.
true.
But it would take more than a day to listen to every single free episode next week.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
Do you want to cut all of them together and just release that as episode
Just release
24?
that as a 23-hour long episode.
Wow.
Do you know how long that would take? First
Probably-
off, to
Probably
edit.
about 24 hours, I would assume.
Well, for it to write it onto your disc,
Do you know how big of a file that would be?
a really long time.
Big file.
Like, our files as MP3s are almost too big to go on our distributor, on our podcast distributor.
Nice.
So no, we're not doing.
Thank you, Anchor.
Yeah, thanks, Anchor. Might switch from those though.
Okay.
I got a couple ideas for ones that could be better. Anyway, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So last week was Thanksgiving. We did our
Yeah, it was.
Thanksgiving episode last week. If you
That's
can't
true.
tell, we record these a week ahead of time now. So when we go like, oh, that was last week, and then you're like, no, Thanksgiving was 2 weeks ago. Shut up. We know. Okay. Listen, we get it. Okay.
I don't.
You're better than us. We get it.
You don't get it?
You don't get it.
My brain has forgotten the part about how like calendars work.
Oh,
Oh.
today is the last day
So-
of November.
Elliot, there's a calendar.
Yeah, that doesn't register to me.
So there's like a
We got to pre-record a
calendar
couple, by the way.
and it goes forward and does things and
Okay.
moves time.
So it's like a
right?
car?
Yeah, almost. But like with time and days.
But you can't speed it up or slow it down.
Is there
it's
a-
a, it's a
Yeah.
one-speed
Can you
transmission,
put
the
it in
thing
and
reverse?
it's always on.
once the transmission runs out,
Yeah.
then the world is gone.
That's
the
the
world falls
that's the
apart.
heat death of the universe.
Okay. So why don't they just like give it an oil change or something?
Oh,
Or they constantly
you
are.
can't give the Mayan calendar an oil change.
Why not?
It's stone, man. You can't cover stone in oil and call it
Oh,
good.
it's stone?
Yeah, it's a stone
Yeah.
calendar.
Like a Rolling Stone?
Yeah. Have you seen the movie, the hit 2012 movie called 2012?
What's 2012?
It's a movie called 2012.
2012 of what?
Set
That's just a
in
big number.
2012.
That's just the year.
What's a year?
I'm gonna kill him.
Guys,
You're gonna
my
kill him?
mind has forgotten how calendars work.
Listen, I
Have
know
you-
you said
wait.
you were tired from work today,
Yeah.
but there's no way you were that.
And
Have you forgotten everything
also
except
just like the
holds
extreme grind
breathing?
of the last month for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not even the last month. Maybe like the last 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. You know what's a grind?
What's that?
Making sure you can pay your bills on time.
Actually, though,
Yeah.
I should pay some bills tonight.
My wife and I bought a car a while ago,
Mm-hmm.
which was an unexpected purchase. So we weren't really planning on doing that. So because we did that, our insurance got more expensive for car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And our car insurance and our phone plan for the year is doing the same day.
Uh-oh.
That's rough.
I spent $2,000 in like 17 minutes.
That's
Yeah, that's
Nice.
That's a hard day.
yeah.
That's a
I am
hard day.
still emotionally, physically, and financially recovering from this.
Yeah.
Did you buy yourself supper at least?
What?
Did you buy yourself supper?
Yeah,
at
well,
least?
today we bought supper.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I like
Which
to do.
you know what I do when I
Boom.
spend money and I know that like I have $17 over in my account what it takes to pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
just
spend
buy
17
food.
more.
Boom.
I had a $1.
Gotta treat yourself.
I had a
after
$1
that big
lunch
expense.
on Monday. Yeah, it was just a cup of ramen.
Mm-hmm.
The half
This-
serving.
This morning, I was ready to spend $12,000.
On what? A
On
car?
lunch?
2 different expenses
Okay, so car and
and something.
a bicycle. No, I think I
Sure.
know what it is. I
You
think
probably know what it is. I'm
yeah,
not going to disclose
it's a
it.
bicycle.
Yeah, it's a
It's
bicycle.
a bicycle.
A
It's
car
bicy-
and a bicycle to go with,
the car, a matching
car.
bike. Yeah,
but not any bicycle.
A bicycle with rims.
Yeah, rims,
cool tires.
real circular
the
rims.
knobular tires,
Right.
but on like road rims.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense to have off-road tires on the road rims.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on racing rims.
But yeah, I ended up not spending that money this morning. And we
Is this something we should talk about after the show, or is this
we can talk about it later.
okay?
But
I mean,
I
or you
was
could,
at
or you
that
could just
point-
go.
I was at this point this morning, and like I don't know what it was, man. I never experienced like the actual feeling of being lost in the sauce. But when you're about to spend $12,000,
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, it's wild.
That's a lot of sauce.
It's such a weird feeling,
It's so much sauce.
especially for like us,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like we're not suffering, like really.
No, I would not say
No,
so.
no. We're not suffering in any way. And that's not even like this podcast kind of thing. Like
Mhm.
we were not suffering before this podcast. Elliot was emotionally suffering being locked at Qdoba.
Yeah,
Um,
that's true.
but like he wasn't financially like dying.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, well,
I mean, he made
I
money.
mean, I made rent every single month.
there you go.
But there's a different way that you can die financially.
Yeah. And it's by starving to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're good, and it's not even the podcast thing. Which thank you to our patrons
Thank you, patrons.
who help us out. All 2 of you. You're
You
the
can
best.
join us on Patreon.
All
as
both
well.
of you are the best.
You get so
We got
much
2
extra
now?
bonus.
Yeah, we're
content.
2.
Nice.
Yeah. And every
Don't
once in a while we
sneeze,
pick
don't
up some
sneeze.
spare income, which is nice. I also haven't cashed that out for a while, so there's like $40 sitting in there.
Cool.
That's a good time.
You
I
could
should
buy
cash
a,
that out since I can actually pay you guys, because yeah,
could buy a Subway sandwich with that money.
we could buy something.
Buy 2
That's
Subway
We
actual
could
Subway
buy a
sandwich
fetal
money.
pig with that money.
No,
Okay.
because you
Um,
can't eat a fetal pig on
I mean, you-
delicious 9-grain bread.
But that's the $300 patron goal.
Yeah,
Is
it is.
taking the fetal pig we bought and dissected and then eating it.
Just
12
and
grain
dying
bun.
of formaldehyde poisoning.
You
Nah,
can do
I
anything
don't like
in
that
the
one.
emergency room of a hospital, Elliot.
Okay.
This is
You
a
have talked about
Patreon
this
bonus
before.
episode. We got Elliot to
But that's
eat
still not true.
a dead fetal pig ready for dissection, and now he's dead for real.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to join the show, let us know.
Yeah. You're gonna have to start. They're gonna have to start looking for my
I
replacement.
think I just crapped my pants.
That's a problem.
Oh no, I might have.
Listen, man, you don't need.
Oh, that was
pants.
dangerous and wet.
This is a
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna go.
auditory medium. Looks like it's down to just 2 then.
Well,
You know, we've never just had a Levi and Elliot episode.
neither has there been an Elliot Paul episode.
Yeah, you're right. It's because I'm the one that's always gone.
This is a strange experience.
And I will be gone next week as well, just so everyone is aware of that.
Okay. I'll cry.
Okay. So, Levi,
Elliot.
tell me something that I'm not ready to hear, theologically speaking.
You're not ready to hear theologically speaking?
Yeah. Tell me something I'm not ready to hear. I've got a bullet in the chamber if you don't.
Oh, frick. Wait, like you're going to shoot me or you're going to shoot yourself?
Well, no, like my bullet is something theologically that you're not ready to hear. So if you can't come up with one, I got one.
So I've been contemplating this over like the past week,
Yeah.
and it's that I think I'm going to give my sermon on the Father,
Okay.
like God the Father.
God the Father. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like realizing that I don't think we can know the Father.
No,
Except
I
for
think that makes
Jesus.
sense. Yeah. I think that makes perfect sense.
It blows. I'm
Like,
my mind.
you can't understand the all-powerful being beyond our world and our brains. That makes sense to me.
But it's blowing my mind because I feel like I know the Father. But is that because I know Jesus and He's revealed Him to me?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I like this.
But then as I sit there, I'm like, but if I don't know the Father, am I not a Christian? And that's where I'm
But
like,
no, you know the Father.
but I know the Father.
Because you know Jesus.
But the Father is like almost hidden. Like part of Jesus' ministry is He came back and He revealed the Father to us.
Jesus is the Father in human form. And the Holy Spirit is the Father in us. So
Okay.
I feel like if you know Jesus and you have the Holy Spirit, through the process of osmosis, you then know the Father.
Yeah.
This is nice. I like this one.
That was my bullet.
I like this one. Are you ready for mine?
Okay, what's the bullet?
Okay, brace yourself.
Okay. Everybody out there, just so you know,
Okay.
you should firmly brace yourself.
God
Yep.
loves
Yep.
black people more than he loves white people. I told you weren't going to be ready for this.
I'm interested.
Yeah, you should be. Okay. So here it is.
Yep.
God made creation.
'Kay.
He made science.
Yep.
As the laws in which creation is governed.
'Kay.
Under science, there's a subsection of biology. Under
Okay.
biology, there's a subsection of genetics.
'Kay.
God created genetics,
Yeah.
and God made
Didn't crap my pants. Don't worry.
Nice.
brown or dark skin the dominant trait. Therefore, God wanted more people to be brown than to be white.
What are we talking about?
I'll eat those
Thank you for
potatoes.
rejoining us.
I'll eat
Is
those
this eugenics?
potatoes.
What are we doing?
Well, we're not doing eugenics.
No.
No, what? Not eugenics. What's it? Phrenology? Are you studying phrenology?
Yeah, I don't really know what that word means.
Phrenology is like you get the head clamps out and you can prove that
Oh,
it was the
Oh,
old.
yeah,
it
no,
was
no,
the
no.
old, not science at all, not even true way of proving that people of darker skin colors are dumber than people of lighter skin colors.
Yep.
Not true. It's a fake science.
No, while you were gone, Levi and I were giving our theological hot takes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Levi said that,
We can't know the Father
yeah,
okay, yeah,
except by Jesus revealing Him to us.
yeah,
Right.
okay.
I said that God loves black and brown people more than he loves white people
Yeah, okay.
because he made dark skin the dominant trait.
You really caught me off guard with this. I was not prepared for that.
Welcome back
you
from
just-
the bathroom, Paul.
You just checked your pants for poop, so
Yeah,
there's not much.
I don't
else.
know what happened.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything bad last night.
Okay.
I didn't like the dinner we just had. I had a Cuban sandwich like 5 minutes ago. I finished it right as you guys were walking in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like that had time to do anything.
Dude.
I don't know what happened.
Sometimes you just have a saucy fart, and you're like,
And you gotta
"Oh
check.
crap!"
You ever have the saucy fart where it leaves your underwear warm, like
Yeah.
too warm, and you're like, "Oh no." That's what I had. I'm sorry for getting. So we're changing from theology to this.
To the
Is your
But you know-
theological hot take based off of
the saucy
what we're
fart?
talking about right now?
Yeah. You crap out the sin.
Checks out.
Yeah. The spicier the sin, the spicier the poo. Just kidding. They're all the same. Every sin.
In God's eyes.
In God's eyes. In people's eyes, that's a controversial theology thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And to 55% of the, not even 55, but I'm going to say half. I'm just going to give it a clean half because I don't know the actual number. To half of the Christian community, I'm going to say this. I don't think Calvinism's right. So that's my theological hot take. Because if there's predestination and I'm saved or I'm not, then there's no reason to proclaim the word of God to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can argue against that, but I don't. Are you guys Calvinists? Because if there's not, then there's no Calvinists on the show to say that I can't.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bring it on. This is a one-sided debate, and there's no one to oppose me.
Wait until the
I
Calvinists
will
hear
win.
about this one.
Wait, what?
Unless they've already
I've had a
Unless
very
already heard about it due to God planning for this conversation.
Yeah,
to
yeah. Unless
come
they already
forth
know
and
about it
him bringing
happening,
it
and
to
they've
them.
yeah.
In which case, it's not a one-sided debate because they're already preparing their response.
But if they aren't, then we win.
Yeah, that's how it works.
checkmate
Check-
Calvinists.
Checkmate. Listen, this is a king sacrifice.
Yeah, if the Calvinists don't respond to this video, we know we're right.
Yeah, yeah. If I don't get if in the YouTube comments I don't get a link to somebody, not just a link on a Calvinist video, but a link to someone responding to us directly saying our names.
Paul, Elliot, and Levi too.
Yeah.
Was
he making a joke?
Together.
Nobody knows. You really got ripped on by Mia.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like Elliot's been replaced at least 3 times. That's funny. I know I'm loud. That's funny. But she just
I think
completely
it's
ripped
funny
on
to
you.
me. It's funny to me.
For not being funny.
No, Levi's funny.
She
Go
just
ahead.
called you not funny.
She didn't call me not funny.
Is he making a joke? No one knows. We're quoting our theme song, our closing theme song. Yeah. Thank you, Mia. You're the best. Shout out to the subreddit. Hay bales are great.
That's right. And talking about the
Okay.
subreddit, if you post pictures of us, do your best drawings.
Of what you
And then
think
you
we
get-
look like.
No,
a
you don't have
nice
to do that.
shout out. A real nice shout out.
Levi's got a nice 2-year beard going.
Thank you, Paul. I wish I could pull off the 2-year beard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the 2-year beard. I just got permission, like 2 days ago, to keep the beard for the wedding that I'm in on Saturday.
Nice.
So-
That'll be good.
Thank you to my friends Ruby and Alex.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you two. We're excited, Carly and I. You guys haven't.
I'm also excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruby and Alex. I
Oh.
mean, what a story, honestly. To start where they started and end up where they are now.
Gosh, and just
It's a real
Wow.
hero's journey.
Just that
Wow,
pizzazz
it's almost
that's
like
there
the
too,
exact
you
same
know?
relationship that my wife and I had, and then like how it started and how it's going.
Fantastic.
You know, like meeting at camp.
Yeah.
A, B.
Yeah.
Meet
So,
at
yeah.
camp, get married.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Those can happen 3 minutes apart.
I'm pretty sure
Or
Tolkien
3 years
used that
apart.
structure as well.
Did you say Tolkien?
Yeah, Tolkien.
Tolkien.
I'm pretty sure he used that structure as well.
What? AB?
A, B?
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
meet at camp,
meet at
get
camp,
married?
get married.
All right, I can appreciate that.
Don't think he did. Did he?
No, probably not. What's the one that he used for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit? It's like a story structure. It's like there and back,
There and back again.
there and back again. I think that's what it's called. Yeah.
That's what I
What?
think. I think that's what the Hobbit subtitle is called.
Is it?
It's
Makes sense.
The Hobbit. The book The Hobbit is what we call The Hobbit.
That
Mhm.
In the Lord of the Rings universe, it is called There and Back Again. A Hobbit's Tale, isn't it? Or something
yeah,
like that.
because
Yeah,
like-
that's the book. That's the name of Bilbo's book.
Yeah.
Is There and Back Again.
well,
That makes
Bilbo
sense.
is the narrator for The Hobbit,
Mm-hmm.
and
Frodo's
Frodo's
the
the narrator
narrator.
of the Lord of the Rings.
Because they both wrote books.
Because they both wrote the
But
book.
Frodo wrote more books.
Yeah, and Frodo, in my opinion, is probably a more helpful narrator than
They
Bilbo.
both wrote the same.
Bilbo
amount of
is a very
movies, though.
one-sided, selfish narrator.
They both wrote the same amount of movies, though.
Yeah, and they
Which
both
is actually
paid-
Not
quite
Hugh
surprising.
not Hugh Jackman. Wait, is that
Not
his name?
Who? Hugh Jackman for
Do you mean
what?
Peter Jackson?
Peter Jackson. There we
Did
go.
you just say?
I definitely just
Did
said
you
Hugh
just think that
Jackman.
huge jacked man is the one who directed? Actually, if the
Yeah.
Wolverine had directed those
Oh.
movies, there'd be a
That's
lot
the
more singing in
Wolverine.
them.
There would be, yeah.
Yeah, because what
Well-
all the musical movies he's been in? He was in
Not only that,
Greatest Showman, Pan.
but the Lord of the Rings
and-
is full of songs.
It is full of songs, but they don't use them a whole lot. There is,
should.
however, a really great group on Spotify
Mhm.
that I've been listening to for a while that extend the songs from Lord of the Rings and make them real good.
What's the French one?
You mean the Elvish one?
No.
All do from
No, the French one that
Oh,
huge Jackman sings in.
Oh.
Les Miserables?
The bells of Notre Dame.
Is that?
Les Miserables.
No,
Is
you're
that-
right. You're
is that-
definitely right.
I've read an
Can you
abridged
hear the
version.
people singing the songs of angry men? I have seen exactly a third of that movie.
Yeah?
Hey, Carly, can you come here for a minute?
I've seen half of it and read an abridged version.
Because
of the
we're
book.
talking about Les
Because it's
Miserables.
very-
Oh, here comes Carly. She's riding in on her pair of roller skates. Oh, she
Juggling.
Wow, and directing the
Oh,
Lord of the
don't
Rings
drop
at
that
the same
chainsaw.
Time.
Just kidding. She's still laying down.
That's okay.
Oh, she might get here someday.
It's a catchy song.
Take it back the night.
I don't know what that one's from.
That was just the Minecraft video, but it's
Is
also
it?
here we go. I got it.
Why haven't they
mean,
made?
We're gonna get a
Minecraft?
copyright strike, and it's worth it.
All right, the music is slowly coming.
What are we listening to right now?
This is the Minecraft parody.
All right. It only matters for YouTube, right?
It's a really long intro to this.
For those of you that can't see, we are all bopping our heads right now.
This is Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Preach it.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna find the end.
Okay.
Song.
So why hasn't
It's
why hasn't Broadway adapted Minecraft to be a musical yet?
I think they would have tried.
And how much money can
Here we go.
make by being the ones who adapt it?
Clamaive
The Minecraft
de
musical?
Yeah.
Profundis.
We're like the next Hamilton,
These
right?
guys, they extend Lord of the Rings songs, and they take the songs that are in the books and
Mhm.
put them to music and sing them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You should share that with me somehow. Also, I think we should. Why can't we have our debut be on this podcast? I think we could make a pretty nice musical.
Our Minecraft musical debut on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Can I buy an album of theirs? Yeah, but I don't generally use Spotify. I use CDs because I'm a dingo.
It's just got a better sound quality, honestly.
I mean, it's playing through my phone speakers and then into my microphone. It's the worst
And then,
way.
And then
into
into
our
Because the best part,
headphones.
the best
Yeah.
part is that we have a cable to plug the phone in to the soundboard, but I
Yeah.
just decided to not use it.
Let's just not use that one.
Let's just not use it. Yeah, I'll send you the link to their stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then also that song, it's called "When the Hammer Falls."
Mm.
Put on your nicest headphones if they have noise canceling, or if they're just big and can block out outside sound. Crank it up almost all the
What
way.
if they're my only pair of headphones?
I mean, put those
Can I
on.
put those on?
Anyway, just put them on
Nice.
and just enjoy it, because you'll feel it. It's got good bass and it's just a great dwarvish song. And I'm gonna share this to the group chat.
Let's go.
To Levi
As we get more.
beep and Elliot beep.
Paul, we got to edit that out.
I know. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
People think. Gosh.
I mean, it's been you guys the last few times. Don't you dare blame me. for like the last. I think the last 4 episodes. Hey, Elliot, are you okay?
Are you gonna gangster rap right now?
No, I'm not.
Hey, Elliot, when you were gone that one week, the joke we made is that you
Which
ran over
episode?
yourself with your own Jeep, and that's why you couldn't make it.
That's almost what happened. I mean, by the time that the deer was finished the front end of my Jeep was practically in my lap.
Y'all do you guys do comedy like this? I want to go to an open mic and then pretend I've never held a microphone in my entire life.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the jokes?
That's how like the
Yeah, like
the boxing.
the jokes?
That's how the boxing announcers do it. They hold it upside down like
Yeah,
that.
Are you ready
That's 'cause
to
you're
smell
stupid.
what's The Rock is cooking? I don't know.
Are
Smell what
you
The Rock is
ready to smell this airline food? You know?
What's
Why don't
the
they just
deal?
make the airline out of the food?
Why don't they just make the whole airline food out of the black box? Why don't they just make the airline food out of the black box?
Honestly, that's a solid question.
I mean, it kind of is if you've seen it before they cook it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good. I've only
It
been
comes
on.
out of a
I've
black
been on
box?
one. No, you know what the black box is? You've never been on a plane. The black box is like if the entire plane was to be destroyed.
Yep.
The black box is an almost indestructible box. It's also waterproof to very deep.
Okay.
That contains a recording of like the flight log, where it was exactly, and so telemetry and communications, both external and internal.
Sick.
And so they use the black box to find out like what happened to planes. So like they found one of the Malaysian black boxes, and they found out it was just shot down.
What?
Yeah.
Like the Malaysian airplanes that got lost?
Yeah, one of them was just like shot down.
Holy crap.
And they don't know who did it yet, I think. Or they do, and they just are afraid to say because then we're at war with a country. And I don't know Mandarin, and I can't apologize to them. So
Probably.
like John Cena, which was a long time ago. Anyway, let's see. So the joke, why don't you just make the whole plane out of the black box? Isn't that like, it's that New Zealand comic, The Girl, isn't it?
Did she have a friend die in an airplane?
No, but her joke is, if the box is indestructible, why not just make the entire plane out of the black box? And then there's also Jerry Seinfeld's What's the Deal with Airline Food? And now there you go.
Most
I've
iconic
spent
joke
5
ever.
minutes destroying all comedy in this episode.
Congratulations.
Well, welcome back to the
This is my
podcast.
one
Each
job,
podcast
and I'm going to
is
enjoy it.
No longer necessary.
Wait, what's no longer necessary?
The podcast.
Yeah,
All comedy has been killed. Paul was its murderer.
I get it. I want to go down in history as the man who killed comedy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can do it.
The problem is that I love comedy too much,
Mhm.
but I would love to be the guy that killed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd give up listening to specials forever
Mhm.
and like hearing no new bits and getting no new jokes that are shared with us on air in any way, shape, or form. But I would be so ecstatic to be known forever in all history as the man who destroyed comedy.
I feel like you'd have to move somewhere that no one ever knew you or would ever know you. You'd have to move to like Siberia or Antarctica.
Somewhere where there's no jokes anyway.
Well, and
Yeah.
there's no people because I feel like you'll get super murdered for that.
That's fine with me. I'm okay with that, being super murdered for killing comedy.
So you'd be forever infamized, and then you'd allow your murderer to have their whole name forever infamized as well.
Oh, absolutely.
The man who killed
The man
who killed comedy.
Listen, because no one's going to care about the man who killed comedy. Yeah, they'll know his name, but it's like, that's not important. But the man who killed comedy, like, yeah.
But
that'll be
like,
remembered forever.
People who
Until a generation later, when kids who grew up with no comedy have no idea what comedy is or why it was a good thing, and then I'm forgotten about. But I'll take one generation of just being.
Do you know who will never be forgotten though?
Who?
The man who killed comedy.
Yeah, like
And honestly, someone's got to take that title, Paul.
You're gonna kill me?
No. I'm just saying. You'd be really famous as the man who killed comedy. but you'd be even more famous as the man who killed the man who killed comedy.
Wait, I'm imagining a scene right now where
Yeah.
Paul kills comedy,
Mm.
and then we sit down for a podcast episode.
Yeah.
And then Elliot says, "Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
can I have your autograph?"
Hey, Paul, what you
and we know
doing?
that's the last autograph Paul will ever give.
Yeah.
As Elliot
It's also the last
sees him
comedic
sign
bit
it,
ever given on the internet.
shoots him,
guess.
and then Elliot becomes the man who killed the man who killed comedy. But it
Yeah.
wouldn't be funny because comedy's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
None of that whole thing would
Actually,
be funny
just be
at all.
really tragic.
It'd just be a senseless murder.
Because that'd be
After
the only thing.
because it's not like I killed.
It's
a
like Thanos.
I
you
didn't
know?
kill a person. I just destroyed an idea and like a concept. It's
What is
gone.
a person if not an idea?
And what is
Listen,
an idea if not a
Bilbo
concept?
is an idea and he is not a person.
I would sharply disagree. Hobbits are people too.
They're not real.
Hobbits are people too, Paul.
Let me guess.
Yeah.
The one plane ticket you've looked into buying is to New Zealand, isn't it?
No, it'd be to Europe.
Is it? What would you do in Europe? Like, where would you go?
What kind of music would you listen to?
Probably listen to.
What kind of comedy would you listen? Oh.
Wait, I shouldn't be laughing.
Is your entire plane made out of the black box material? Like,
Answer the question.
yes and yes?
oh, this is.
And I'd be.
Part of me feels like this episode is such a stinker. Which I'm sorry
We're kind
to
of all
everyone
over
who's
the place,
listening. Yeah, but part of me is just like, this is already bad.
Well, there's
and
only
I'm not gonna fix. I'll try to fix it.
there's only one thing we can do, Paul. Are you ready for it?
Sure. Hey guys, welcome to Lake City Variety, episode 23.
That's right.
Glad to have you guys back. It's been a while. It's been a wild week. A lot of traveling this week and last week,
I know.
especially
And this
for
is definitely the first time we've
Okay.
taken this episode. This is our first take.
All right.
what if the whole podcast was made out of the black box material?
I want everyone. I want everyone to listen up.
Okay, I'm listening.
I want you all to think of a color. And now
Bread.
I want. Don't say it out loud. And now I want everyone to think of a tool.
Screwdriver.
If you thought red and Levi, it's because I put that thought into your brain using subliminal messaging. I incepted
But if you thought
into your
bread
brain.
screwdriver, then it was my subliminal messaging.
Are
Yeah.
you actually? Are you gonna call me a tool on the podcast?
Oh, I thought you were
I
gonna
don't think that's what I was doing. I don't. Is that what I just did?
Yeah, you did call him a tool.
Are you claiming
You
to
called
have
him
not
a
called me
bloody.
tool
You
on
called
the
him a bloody
podcast?
tool.
No, I called him a. No,
Are you gonna?
I
is
didn't
that-
call him that. It's everyone who thought that called him that.
Yeah, but then you said, but if you thought that.
it's because I implanted
No,
that
but
thought
now
into
because
their
they
brain.
said.
But
no,
why
but
would
now
you
because
implant
you
that
said
thought
if you
unless
thought
you
that.
think it is true?
Yeah, because now you thought that he was.
To prove that comedy never dies. Boom! Full circle, everybody. On to the next
They
topic.
didn't even
circle.
hear that
This
take.
is we're 3 minutes into this episode. What are
What?
you talking about?
What do you mean we're 3 minutes?
We're 3 minutes in.
Minutes?
You're gonna be late
yeah,
to your movie.
minutes.
What's a minute?
Oh, piss.
Okay,
he
we're
forgot
not,
everything.
Stop
and-
it.
Wait.
Okay,
No,
wait.
he's-
Elliot.
No,
No.
Right.
No.
It's a type
Elliot,
of rice, right?
I need you to forget everything.
Done.
Everything
No,
except.
you don't need to talk anymore. I've already done.
Hey, Elliot, I want you to forget English.
All right. Elliot, what's your favorite color?
Hey, Elliot.
Elliot, did you call me
Hey,
a tool?
Hey,
Elliot.
Elliot.
Uh,
You took Spanish. What are you doing?
You can speak in Spanish, actually.
¿Tú hablas español?
Sí, yo hablo. Yo recuerdo español. Porque yo
No,
quiero...
no hablas
que-
no hablas inglés.
¿Cómo se dice scream? ¿En español?
¿Cómo se dice?
So here's
What if
something.
the whole Scream was made out of the black box material?
So here's something.
The whole comedy's so dead.
I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna be the man who kills it, and
Okay,
I don't care
Elliot.
if Elliot kills me.
What's the thought?
So
Elliot,
here's-
can you kill me with the box cutter that you autographed for Corey?
No, Corey's gonna have to do that.
Okay.
Wait, kill
It's
Elliot
signed
or kill
to
you?
Corey.
It is signed to Corey. That's right.
Okay.
You know, he just like has that at his work, like
That's really
on
nice.
display.
Yeah. It was
That's
a
good.
really poor signing.
It's okay.
I could have done better.
I
To be fair,
found-
I've never signed a box cutter before. Haven't done it since. Actually,
I found a
had-
box cutter in a car that I was selling that I didn't
Mhm.
know. I didn't know the box cutter was in there until I was selling it. So I pulled it inside and had Elliot sign it for Corey, because Corey wanted
Yeah,
an
that's pretty
autograph. And what better to sign than a weapon?
and a weapon. Okay.
I mean, it's actually a tool until it's used against somebody. Then it's a weapon.
You're right. Back to Spanish.
Okay, we're there.
When I was a little kid, Elliot, I always thought that different languages were like secret codes,
Mm-hmm.
and all I needed was like.
First name, little kid. Last name, Elliot.
Well, I learned Pig Latin in third grade,
Okay.
and like you just switch the last or the first
Uye,
the first letter to the
Pig-
last
Pigse.
consonant, and then add
Pixe,
a to
Igpe,
it. Yeah.
Atenle.
I thought all languages worked like that, and all I would need to do is break the code, and then I would be able to speak
You
fluent
thought every language was
Mandarin.
like.
I'd speak fluent
Did you think that English was the
Spanish.
base language?
Yeah,
Language?
of course,
Okay. And you didn't. You
because
didn't.
that's the one that I spoke.
Yeah, and you didn't think that maybe you had to
Nice.
like deconstruct English first and then find the real base language, which is Latin.
And then you have to deconstruct Latin and realize that, like,
It's not.
oh gosh, what is it? It's like Pan-Iranian. Oh no, I'm misremembering history.
It's like Persian and something.
Yeah, there's some like Indo-European base language.
Yeah, I think
It's-
that's actually what it's
it's-
called. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Barbaric German.
That's a
it's like
gank.
Germanic.
AP
Isn't it
World
Germanic?
History.
No,
Thank
it's not
you,
Germanic. That's completely different.
Mr. Robert. I won't say your last name.
Mr.
on the
Robert De
podcast.
Niro, would you please come down?
He's too busy doing New York stuff.
I don't think he is. I
Yeah,
think
he
he's
is.
too busy being
Robert De Niro is
real
not
old.
You
my,
mean you mean Bobby D?
he's
Yeah.
not my world history.
He's
teacher.
the quintessential New Yorker.
New Yorker.
Bobby D.
Bobby D's a New Yorker.
Bobby D. Yeah.
I don't know if he is or not, and I cannot confirm. or
No, he is. He's like heavily associated with everything New York.
Yeah, just because
Like when he dies, they'll probably replace the Statue of Liberty with just the Bobby D statue of him, like
like doing what?
I don't know, doing mafia stuff, because that's what he does in literally every single one of his movies.
You know, I'm
is probably
I'm a
why he's so
huge
popular
fan of how there's
Yeah.
in
a
New York.
statue in Philadelphia of
Rocky.
of Rocky
Yeah, silly.
who doesn't exist.
Yeah, he does.
Rocky exists in our
He
hearts,
exists in
man.
Philadelphia.
Not only does Rocky exist in our hearts, but he also inspires a new wave of media, like the likes
Mhm.
of which, like Cars 3, or
Yeah.
Or Real Steel.
starring
I don't-
Hugh Jackman.
We're back again, boys.
Woo!
You can't leave us.
That's
We're
right.
Always here.
Always watching.
wow, I can't.
Bob,
believe-
what about Bob? Bob's never gone. Bob's not gone. He's never gone. You guys ever watch What About Bob?
What about Bob?
What does that even mean?
You never saw the movie What About Bob?
No.
No.
What?
What about you mean?
What about
Bobby
Bob?
D? He's in New York.
It's not the same Bob.
Bobby D.
What About Bob is about a man who is incredibly like neurotic.
Okay.
He's got many different neuroses that he's dealing
Mhm.
with.
What about
Is
him?
his name Bob?
Yes.
Nice.
And
That's a good
he-
snipe.
I wish people could understand how disappointed I am with Levi on like an almost daily basis. It's really bad. Like he's been one of my really good friends the last several years. And like at this point I just hope he gets in an accident.
Wow, that's
Well.
kind of intense.
I'm kidding. That's satire, Levi.
Why are you winking
Oh.
at me when you say that?
See, is he making a joke or is he not? Now I'm doing Levi comedy.
Hey. Ooh.
Yeah. Master of all art, baby. Now let me play Angry Birds in peace.
I feel like comedy is slowly dying right now.
I'm killing it.
There's
Yeah.
no comedy left.
It's dying by
Hold on.
my hand.
Let me get a good question.
Okay.
Ding. If you could incept one idea
Yep.
into the thought noodle
Okay.
of
Robert De Niro.
no. I'm gonna if you
Hugh
could
Jackman.
incept one idea into the thought noodle of, let's just go with good old Mark Zuck, because he's never
Yep.
never gone
He's never
wrong.
not funny.
Yeah. If you could incept one idea into the thought noodle of Mark Zuck, what would that idea be?
That
And
he's
what do you
human.
think Mark
That is what? What did he say?
incept
You said, what did you say, Levi?
incept
My
Mark
brain
Zuckerberg
stopped working. What did you
I'm
say?
sorry, Paul.
into tricking
Let me. So
Yeah.
I would incept. Yeah, you can finish your thought in a second.
Okay.
To
No,
answer-
this is your answer. You can clarify this.
Okay, I can clarify.
Yeah.
I was just gonna clarify to Paul what I said.
Yep.
Paul, I said that he's human. That is the thought I would incept.
That's what I thought you said, but my brain ceased working. It just straight up died. It died quicker than comedy ever could.
Yeah.
It is a brain.
I believe it. Now Levi's the guy who killed comedy.
At least I did something.
Yeah.
I didn't really. You didn't. You
Take
didn't,
that, Mom.
You didn't. You didn't kill me in the way that you should have, though. I just kind of had a brain hemorrhage.
It's the best
At
way to
least
go.
I started it.
What
right?
does Mark Zuckerberg's dreams look like?
See, you're asking questions that I don't want to know
So what
the answers
do
to.
lizard folk dream about?
I really don't know.
So there's I can think of a few things.
World domination?
Bugs. Yep, world domination. The sun.
Like laying on a nice warm rock?
Yeah. But also there's the night terrors, right?
Mhm.
Birds.
I'm a huge fan of laying on a nice warm
Winter?
rock.
Winter.
Yeah.
Um,
We're actually pretty safe from Mark Zuck up here.
If
Up
you
that
think
city.
about it, we're the safest you can get from Mark Zuck, unless we lived in Antarctica.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Especially now, just a little bit of snow, it would
His-
kill him. He'd
his-
die.
Yeah, his
He'd had
cold-blooded heart
temperature
won't
shock.
be able to get up here.
Temperature shock. He'd just die.
or he'd build a heat suit and then get up here.
Mm.
I really hope he doesn't know how to do that.
He freaking owns the world, man.
Okay, I would incept the idea of a heat suit into Mark Zuckerberg's brain.
Just let me make a heat
So
suit.
he can go on vacation to Alaska in the
I think
winter.
it's the only thing that's holding him back right now.
Is
like,
being
he's-
able to go in non-temperature controlled climates.
Yeah, he's just
He
going.
can only live
like,
in California,
more
really.
social media, trying to get people trapped online, and that's where you steal their brains. But honestly, good old fashioned heat suit, that's gonna get the job done.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Good old-fashioned
Oh yeah.
heat suit.
Oh yeah.
All right, we gotta turn it up.
He was fine. He moved his face away from the thing.
I'm
he
right
was,
on it,
He
man.
was right on it, dude.
You moved your face away.
I'm
I don't know.
literally chewing on this foamy part.
He's
of my
chewing on the
microphone.
foamy part. Or do you gotta plug it in more, maybe?
I don't know.
Did you wiggle it?
Is this any better?
No, you
Nah.
did something.
Or is it off?
Did you hit the switch?
No, it's still up.
That's so weird, dude.
Pissed, dude. How do I mix LED?
What if I just get really close to it, like right here? Oh wow,
Turn that down.
that's really worked well.
That's really loud.
Why did it just change now?
I don't know.
Did you touch it?
Interesting. Well, Elliot's back, everybody.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
Did you touch it?
How long have I been gone?
You haven't.
I'm not
you haven't.
sure.
You've been gone for like 3 seconds. You literally
Yeah.
dipped out, and then we had to fix you. Okay, now go.
Nice.
Okay, that's much better. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Anyways,
Mark Zuckerberg's trying to get to me. That's what's happening here.
dude, actually though,
Stop
that's what's
talking
happening.
crap about the Zuck, man.
No, you gave him the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can't wait to
Of
give
the
him
heat
all of my
suits?
money in the metaverse.
Yeah.
That's true. When they release the circle, but metaverse style, that'll be a good day.
Which one? What's the circle?
The Circle is a movie starring
You mean the ring?
Bobby D?
Hermione,
Oh.
Emma Watson, and she enters an experiment where her whole life is documented by social media, and I think it destroys her, but I haven't watched the movie.
Yeah, sounds about right.
By who? Who's in it? Emma Watson?
Yeah, Emma Watson's the lead actress.
Isn't that just her entire life of like being destroyed by social media and like paparazzi and stuff?
Yeah, probably. It's probably just a commentary on her life to begin with.
Wow, what a great movie that I'd love to see.
I mean,
A commentary on a rich person's life.
it probably has more depth than
Wow, what a movie.
that. Are you blackboxing right now?
I wish the whole joke was made out of the black box.
All right, hit us with one more question, Elliot. This is the episode of questions. The black box of questions, if you will. Comedy is in fact
blackest box of comedy.
Comedy is in fact the only black box that exists. It is near indestructible. You cannot break the comedy.
You can absolutely break comedy.
No,
Okay.
you can't. We've proved
Have
it.
you watched like late night television recently?
I
They
almost never
tried to
watch
boil
late-night television.
comedy down into a formula, and now they broke comedy.
Okay. So
All right.
here's the next question.
I'm ready.
If you could pick
What if the whole question was made out of the black box?
one
That's all
color
black box.
and one tool, why would it be
Red, and why would it be Levi?
Yeah. So I mean, like psychologically, why has everyone been choosing that recently?
Only you have been calling him only you have been calling him a bloody tool.
Do you think so much of me, Elliot? You'd call me a tool?
Honestly, tools are extremely
How
useful.
dare you
I
call me a
know.
bloody tool, mate?
Unlike you. Oh,
Holy crap! I hate you so much.
destroyed.
Wow.
Look at that.
Friendship destroyed.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
Levi, you're literally dead after that.
No. You
You're
can't do
literally
this to me.
one of the Winchester brothers at the end of every single season of
Yeah, but you know what
Supernatural.
happens at the start of the next one? He comes
comes back right
he
away.
always comes back.
He always
Levi
comes back.
always is coming back.
Right away.
I'm the black
wait,
box
they
of
die
comedy.
every season?
Yeah,
One of 'em.
basically.
How?
I don't know. It's
It's
really
hard to describe.
predictable by like the 9th time that it happens.
It's really hard to describe, actually.
Which
Yeah.
one dies?
Both
It
of them die.
alternates,
It does alternate.
and then at the start of the next season, the other one, the one that survived, has like moved on and is like, yep, I guess I've got a normal life now. And then boom, the other one's back, and he's super pissed because the other one didn't come and look for him, even though the last time it happened, they came to the conclusion it was like, yeah, you need to move on next time. We can't keep risking our lives and killing ourselves for each other. So that happens.
And then one of them becomes death.
Is that what happens?
Possibly.
I don't know.
Doesn't one of them get like death's powers for like a day? Doesn't Dean get that? Also, you know what's
Probably.
funny? So it's Sam and Dean, right?
Yeah.
I think Sam plays Dean on New Girls.
Not New Girls.
No, it's not
Gossip
Girls.
Girl?
Gossip, no,
Gossip Girls?
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls, yeah.
My wife is gonna be yelling at me because I got her shows wrong.
Oopsie.
Oops. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
Your wife is the black box of this show.
You can't. That's racist. You can't say that.
Oh my gosh. Paul, that's not what...
If you could insert yourself into the world of one television show, what would it be?
And why would it be Avatar: Last Airbender?
Okay. Solid option, honestly. Very solid option. Okay, what would you be within that world?
You chose non-bender, didn't you?
Say tree.
I mean, that's
Say
for like
tree, Paul,
a
do it.
Dungeons and Dragons
Say tree.
campaign.
Why would I be a tree?
Yeah. What?
I'd probably just be Ko, the face stealer.
Dude.
Yeah.
That actually kind of sick. Okay,
That's
I
pretty
have my
baller.
show pretty well picked out. You know,
Golden Girls?
you
Yeah,
know,
I know it.
you know Tim Allen's home.
Yeah, I
know-
knew the Golden Girls personally.
Do you know Tim Allen's home improvement?
Yep. That's the sound that's better.
I would be a red drill on that show.
Yeah.
You'd be a
Yeah,
red tool on
probably.
that show.
I'd be a
The
red.
actual answer is like red hammer. That's what the actual answer is supposed to be. That's like, I think it's like 75% of people will answer red and hammer to those questions.
Well, I answered bread screwdrivers. So what does that make me?
Clinically unstable.
Oh.
So don't
Well.
stand up too fast.
Wait, where would you go, Elliot?
Oh, hey. While you were gone, we found out. So did you know Tim Allen got arrested for having cocaine?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Levi actually shared that with me
Yeah,
some point in
he
my
was
life.
arrested with like $50,000 worth of cocaine on him.
Nice.
And then he came up with the idea for home improvement in prison.
Yeah, sounds about right.
It's
Yeah.
a good career move.
I mean,
Going to prison?
Well, no. Thinking of a hit television show while
Yeah.
in prison.
What about a hit Broadway show?
what about a book about challenging people's beliefs?
I don't pick up.
Pick which
Nope.
pick which
We're
person.
moving on. We're
Nope,
moving
pick-
on.
There's 2 people. Pick one.
Oh, frick. No, Paul. Paul, you can't do this. Paul, you can't do this. You can't do this on the show.
How
Paul.
did it take you that long?
Paul.
All right, moving on.
There's a reason that... Never
Next
mind.
bit. Next bit.
All right, next
What
bit.
if the entire prison was made out of the black box? Why don't they do that?
Indestructible. Nobody would get out.
Wait a second.
Nobody would get in.
What if the whole podcast is made out of the black box?
Oh, it is. That's why we can do this bit over and over and over again, and they don't even know it. I mean, they 100% know
Okay,
it.
so I would put myself in the show Lost.
Oh,
And
that's a good show.
But you would be
I would-
somebody who knows who they are and they're found,
I would be lost.
and you'd be called the Finder.
No,
Okay.
I think I'd just be lost.
But what's your backstory? Like the
Right.
like real appeal of Lost is that there's all
like
these
how everyone
absolute
is
dingoes.
connected. Yeah.
He
They're
used to be the
somehow
nerdy guy on
Price is
Hawaii
Right.
5-0, and now he's just a big fat nerd.
No, I
That's
think I'd be like
lost.
a Mr. Bean character who just kind of like
Is silent the whole time.
shenanigans his way through the entire show, and
Nice.
like at the very end ends up like ruling the island or something. Oh no, they already had one of those on the show.
What was that? Who was
the,
that?
the main villain?
No, it's his name's like Hurley or something, isn't
Yeah,
it?
he's the fat one.
Oh,
That was
okay.
what I was saying.
I never knew the end of the show. Now I do.
I don't think anyone really knows the end of that show. Not even JJ.
Which is a problem.
Just like how he doesn't even know the end of the Star Wars sequel trilogy
I was really
or the middle part.
the
or
fact
the
that
beginning.
he was in an interview and said, "Yeah, we didn't really know how we were gonna start this whole thing."
Uh-huh. And like after the third movie came out, how he was like, "Yeah, it probably would have been better if we had planned
Planned it
these out."
Or like wrote them beforehand
Right.
and had them
Yeah.
all done. You know, like how the first Star Wars movie was, where it was one movie split into 3 movies.
Mhm.
Or you had like, oh frick, what is his name? The guy who basically owns the whole and leads the whole franchise now, Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
You
guy
just
who
have him direct.
he did the Bad Batch, he did Clone Wars, he did
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
He's done everything that's been good about the franchise.
Recently.
Lately, not in all time.
That's true.
Oh man, look at that. We've fallen back into Star Wars again.
Man, it's just
Look
so
at that.
comfortable. What if the entire
It's
Star
just-
Wars was made out of the black box?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait. Is our whole... Okay. Here's a thought,
We need to
though.
rename our podcast to like the Star Wars Boys.
Exactly. Also, does Earth exist in Star Wars?
No. It's a galaxy far, far. I mean, yes.
A long time ago.
A
in
long,
a
long
galaxy
time ago.
far,
In a galaxy far, far away.
Long time ago.
So
Wow.
That's a different
technically,
one.
technically it does, but it's very far away, and this happened a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
Long,
So basically, what you're saying is
time
that you'd be in
ago.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and you'd go find Earth.
Yeah, basically.
oh, good luck making it out of the unknown.
I'd
reaches.
actually, honestly, can I choose Star Wars as
Yeah.
my
I
franchise?
don't think you guys realize that's
And I'll
like
be
this,
a
it's
bounty
not
hunter?
a universe that they're like traveling in all the time. It's
Mhm.
like it's just a galaxy, and that's how big a galaxy is. That it's just ginormous.
Yeah.
You can get lost in it, and they don't even know what's in half of it. I'll tell you that right now. They have no idea what's in half of it. Have you looked at the map
Well,
for a study?
They should just go find Earth then.
Have you guys seen the map?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't they just put?
Wait, is it just...
Why don't they just type
It's
Earth
just like
into their
missing half of the
navigation
galaxy.
GPS, and it can just take it to them?
What if the entire GPS was made out of the black box material?
Oh, piss. That's a lot of black box. Well, Paul is still looking for that picture of the galaxy. It's not
I
quite,
just now found my mouse.
it's not quite working. Oh, there
Shut
we go.
up, you.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Oh.
You're the black box.
Those are my Linux Arch distros.
Nice. Hello, Linux. My name is.
I don't
Levi.
have Linux yet. I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm gonna fail bad at it, and then I'm gonna get
Protect
mad
your
at it.
family from break-ins, fire,
So,
and
Levi.
floods. Yeah.
Give me another hot take. I liked your one earlier.
What if the entire hot take was made out of the black box material?
Do I have another hot take?
I don't
haven't
know.
really been like meditating on anything super deep.
Yeah, here it is. So
Um,
it's this whole thing right here,
yep.
and they don't even know what's in these. They have no idea it's like
Dude, that's
right
fire.
here or in any of the tips of this stuff. They like only know this half.
Wait, and where's Coruscant?
Coruscant's like right here.
Nice.
What?
Tatooine's like over here.
What made them choose
Why do you know this?
Coruscant?
What?
Why do you know this?
What made them choose?
What do you
Coruscant?
mean? Why do I know
How
this?
do you know this?
Are you asking that question to somebody who spent literal episodes of this show talking about Star Wars?
No,
Yeah,
I
but
think he's.
I think it's kinda
he's
weird that he-
insinuating something.
No, it's not weird. It's just very. It's like, how do you acquire geography,
For place that doesn't exist.
geographical skills of
Ready for the best part?
what's that?
He's been
If
there.
you told me to point out like a third of the countries in Africa, I couldn't.
That's fair.
If you told me to say point out Kazakhstan, I'd go like somewhere south of Russia.
Yeah, it's actually kind of true.
That's really close.
And that's about as close as I could get.
Yeah,
Although that is all of Asia.
But is it closer to India or
all
is it
of
closer
Asia
to?
is south of Russia.
closer to Russia.
But it's like right above India.
Mm,
No, that's Kurat from Far Cry 4.
also a fake place,
Kazakhstan touches Mongolia, does it not?
I believe so.
That's north of China, isn't
Pull up
it?
Kazakhstan.
That's north of
Hey,
China.
Johnny, pull up a picture of Kazakhstan for us.
Shut up.
Yeah,
it's just
Fabio,
me.
get over here.
How do you spell it?
I think it's a
you're,
Z.
You're getting pretty close. I just spell it phonetically.
Just keep going.
Wow,
There
there's
you
an
go.
H in it.
Yeah, Stan just means
Kazakhstan.
land.
Oh, it's near Uzbekistan and Mongolia
Oh,
and
yeah.
Turkey.
There we
Oh,
go.
it's closer to Turkey. Why didn't you just tell me that? That's what I asked you.
Well,
It
it's
also borders Russia.
closer to Russia than it is to Turkey.
Yeah.
It's also very big.
Oh, we should do a GeoGuessr
Hey, so here, ready?
episode. Oh,
Here's
that'd
where
be
here's where I
sick.
thought it was.
Oh, can our bonus?
That's Pakistan.
I know that's.
Can
fine.
our bonus?
I'm
episode
aware.
Be
You're getting your
GeoGuessr?
stands. You're getting your stands.
That'd be
mixed
Listen,
up.
so
I don't know.
cool.
I don't know the difference between Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Iran, Istan, Iraqistan,
Okay.
Sabi-
those ones don't have a
Sabiistan,
stand.
Arabia
Those ones
stand.
don't have a stand at the end of them.
China-stan, Russia-stan, Finland-stan, Romanian-stan, Ukraine-stan, Libya-stan, Egypt-stan.
People groups and the people in control that divide.
I like
the land
Saudi-stan and
that?
Arabia-stan.
Yeah.
Nice.
I stan the people in Saudi-stan, Arabia-stan. Hey, where's that? oh, is-
Okay. Nope. I now realize what you were talking about.
what?
I wasn't following you on any of that really.
Oh, you weren't? I like India-stan.
Okay.
India. Well,
Nepal-stan?
Hindustan. That could be. Bhutan.
Where's
stan?
Taiwan-stan?
Well, it's not a real country.
No,
according to
According
The
to
Rock.
According to China-stan. No, not the
It's a
Rock.
tiny little. It's right there. You can see it. You can see Ta.
Oh, I see it.
It's a little
Yeah.
island off the coast of China.
right.
Yeah, right there.
It's
I
not
s-
touchscreen. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't touch the TV, you.
I'll freaking touch the TV.
I will murder you.
Go
I
ahead.
will straight up murder you.
Go ahead. Touch it. Touch it
So
again.
the man who killed comedy also kills another man. That's rough, man.
The man
Listen,
who killed comedy
the-
killed the
What's
man
worse,
who killed comedy.
the murder of an idea
Who
or the
killed
murder
com-
of just you?
Honestly, I would like, even though killing a person is
Wrong.
an absolute atrocity.
Yeah,
Killing comedy in my
Hey
head.
man,
yeah. Killing comedy
all
in your
sin
head.
is equal in the eyes of
How
God.
many? Okay, so killing comedy versus killing people. How many people do you have to kill for it to be equal to killing comedy?
I don't know if I agree with this.
Well, because you said in your mind,
Like,
killing comedy is worse.
like comedy
in
is,
your mind,
comedy
how many people do I have to kill to equal the amount of like pain that killing comedy would be?
Okay, how many people did O.J. Simpson kill?
His wife and the boyfriend of his wife.
Okay,
I
so
think was it those two people or was
if
it
it's
just
two
his wife?
people and about 30 years, 40 years?
Yeah.
Still kind of funny. Okay, it is a horrible situation, and really tragic that those people
he killed
died.
his wife.
But also, oh my gosh, the entire media circus surrounding it, and then
Did you
the
watch the
entire
HBO special
situation.
on that?
No,
And then the
I
Kardashians.
don't got that kind of HBO money.
We don't got HBO Max money.
Yeah.
That episode came out today, the day of recording this,
Mhm.
not the day that you're listening to this.
Well,
What if the entire HBO Max was made out of the black box? This is getting old. It's getting bad.
oh yeah. Well, that and we're on a time crunch, so I think this is the
Yeah.
end of the
Killing the
episode,
joke.
everybody. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you just being here and listening. And if you want to join us on Patreon, if you want to hit us
Wrap
up
it
on
up.
Reddit,
Wrap it up.
if you want to hit us up on YouTube,
Keep rapping. Finish it.
Instagram, Twitter.
just hit us up.
You're
you know where
really
to find us.
prolonging this
Just hit
entire-
Elliot. Drive up and hit Elliot in the face. Lake City Variety is a product of us, with our intro and outro written by Mia. You can give her a follow on Instagram at Mia_art_1391. Thank you for listening to the show. We'll be back next week.
Just three guys who are sitting on a couch and they're recording a podcast.